All right, first interview for a press conference here for the Australian Supercross Championship. Cedric Soubeyras, welcome to Australia, mate.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised when I saw your name pop up as a rider that was coming over. Hadn't, like you said in the press conference, it's their first French rider really to come and do the series. What made you? Did you get the call? Did you call them? How did this happen?
No, if you want my honest answer, when Yariv texted me on Instagram, I just looked if it was like a real account. I said, "Is this?"
Am I getting spammed here?
Yeah, exactly. And then, yeah, it was really Yariv from Honda Australia, and yeah, I was so pumped. I directly watched the calendar, and actually, I couldn't finish my French championship. At the moment, I'm second in the French championship, but I decided to stop it for this year because I felt that it for myself it's a great experience, and also I don't know, it's just like a dream, like coming on a Honda with kind of the best team of the championship. So yeah, I'm really pumped to discover new places, new faces, new riders, and yeah, I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, so we'll just talk before we record. You've been here before for World Supercross, but very much a fly-in, fly-out. You're here for a couple of days for that round in Melbourne, and that's it. So you're going to actually stay here for a couple of weeks and get to experience a bit of Australian culture too.
Yeah, exactly. I'm staying here for all October, actually, and yeah, flying back home in France to race Germany, Stuttgart Supercross in Paris, and then right after Paris on the Monday, I'm flying back here. And yeah, I came here, first of all, to race. So this is the main point. I'm not here to visit or something.
We're not just going to be out touristing on the beaches and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I'm here to work and to give my best. But actually, yeah, it's kind of a better feeling to be here for a longer time, just to feel the experience better and not just jumping in, jumping out. So I'm really excited about seeing the culture and everything around Australia. But main thing, I'm here to race and showing myself and the team in the best position as I can, and yeah, I will push my maximum for that.
All right, first thoughts on Redcliffe. We're standing here out on the deck at the Leagues Club looking over the track. What's your thoughts on the venue so far? This is obviously the first experience for the Australian Championship side.
Yeah, they said that they changed the dirt from last year. So yeah, what I watched on the TV, it was a bit different than here, but than like it is right now. But yeah, they're trying to get like more humidity in the dirt and to make it a little bit more ruttier and stuff for tomorrow. And yeah, they're trying their best. And yeah, I'm used to hard pack tracks, so and this weather. So I don't know. I don't know how we feel, but you know, it's a mix in between like stress, excitement, and then everything. It's just coming all together, and yeah, I can't wait to race.
All right, expectations for this series. You know some of these guys from obviously their reputations before, from seeing them at different times too. You know, Nicoletti, Wilson, Clout, Tansy, Harrison. The list is pretty deep this year. What are your expectations for yourself in the championship?
You know, there's no one rider that can be on top every weekend. It's what I feel. Nobody is going to step out of the game. It's just we are all packed together, and it's going to be like some interesting races. For sure, we need a good start because, yeah, the level is the top 10 is going to be packed, and yeah, I can't wait to race because, yeah, I raced again Dean in Arena Cross. I raced again like many of the guys here, but.
Hard to tell at this point, isn't it? Until probably tomorrow night.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I don't know. I will see at the time practice first. I'm not a big timer, but yeah, I'm more a racer than doing a lap time. But yeah, I can't wait. I really can't wait.
I think you're going to be sneaky good, and so a few people are going to have to learn French around here because you're going to be part of this series now, and probably getting a lot more exposure because you are from that other side, the European side. We get a lot of Americans. The European side is going to be good for you. But yeah, no, look, welcome to the series. Thank you for being a part of it. We look forward to seeing what you do across the 5 rounds.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
All right, we've got Dean Wilson here for Australian Supercross again. What's this, second year, third year for you now? Third year, yeah, right. So it's been a while. You know the program. You're obviously familiar with the team. Back trying to get the championship back that you lost last year. Must be nice to come back down and have a good time in Australia for a few weeks.
Yeah, it is for sure. It's always a good time coming back to Oz. I just love being here, and I get to bring the family, which is cool. And yeah, Yariv looks after as well, and stay at my friend Eris's house. He's got a Supercross track in his backyard, and get to race on the weekend. So I can't complain. It's a lot of fun, and it's definitely one of my favorite parts of the year.
I did see yesterday, actually, it's a funny little bit. I saw you guys were having the helicopter ride, and then I think it was Sarah put up, or you reposted, but you said like to take a photo. You're in the helicopter going past the hotel they're staying in, and they're taking a photo of you in the copper. That must be cool.
Yeah, I know. It was cool. We were right by the hotel, and yeah, it was. I mean, it's been really windy out here, and I'm first off not a fan of helicopters whatsoever.
Scared of heights, are we?
Yeah, not heights so much, just helicopters in general. And
that one didn't have doors either, did it?
No. So, and then it was really, really windy, and I don't know, I'm just sketched out. So I definitely shit myself a couple of times. Me and Phil were having a good laugh, but no, it was a pretty cool experience. It was a lot more stable than I thought, because it wasn't the biggest helicopter, but it's pretty stable in the air. But yeah, I'm just not a big helicopter guy. Not a fan.
Not your fan, but you can jump these jumps no problem. So that's where your skill set lies. Yeah. So how's everything going in terms of the body and stuff? Because I remember at the end you had that issue in Brazil where you sort of had a little bit of a championship craziness that then led to a little bit of you tweaked your knee, I believe.
Yeah.
And then you sort of had a couple of struggles early in those Super Motocross playoff rounds, but got better towards the end. I gather the body's improving, or hopefully improved as good as you can be right now with how those knees are from all the years that you've been doing this.
Yeah, I mean, all summer I've had a bulging disc in my back, so that's been a big issue and just kind of annoying injury. I raced the Brazil series. I managed to win that, but the last race, me and Enzo collided and I injured my knee. I didn't do any damage, but I just injured it, and that finally got better. And then last second, I decided to race SMX. So I just showed up and raced, and then I re-injured my knee again the second round. Oh. So then I had to race Vegas, and yeah, it was just rough. So I just really needed a little bit of time off just to let my body rest and heal. So I did that, and I'm definitely feeling better. My back still kind of bugs me, like it's quite annoying in the back situation. I've just never had a bulging disc before. I didn't crash or anything, but hopefully it gets better. But yeah, we're on the up and up. We're definitely feeling better health-wise, and we're in a pretty good spot. Definitely not like prepared for this like I usually am.
Physically wise?
Physically and riding. I've probably rode Supercross. I rode Supercross 2 times in California and 2 times when I got here to Australia. So not ideal, but we'll be all right.
You're bringing more of your stuff around with you with all these events, so the bike side of setup and stuff must be a lot easier these days. It's not like you're trying to get here and get comfortable. You've already taken basically suspension with you, and you know all the components that are going to be there, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's super easy, and the bike's the same as it was last year, so it's just easier to jump onto, bring my suspension, and I'm pretty comfy right away. So yeah, I'm happy with the bike, and looking forward to the racing.
Yeah, no, looking forward to it. Glad to have you back again, and hopefully we see you up the top and at the pointy end of it all again for the series. And we'll talk to you more throughout 2025 Supercross here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Looking forward to it. Cheers.
All right, we've got the CDR Yamaha rider, the number 86 for the Australian Supercross series. He's on a blue bike. Mitchell Harrison, how are we doing?
Doing great. Enjoying the weather out here, and excited.
Yeah, look, you should be. This was a bit of a late-minute call-up for you, and probably unexpected. We'll touch on this here now. Like the signing for the CDR guys, they've been trying to bring in an American to sort of battle with the Honda guys. I talked to Craig only a few weeks ago at the YZ450 launch. He didn't have anybody in place. Then you pop up, and I'm like, wow, hold on. You were riding a Cowie over in the States with Team Power MX, but now you're on the Yamaha. Happy days.
Yeah, it was just it was really weird. It all happened really fast. I think it was after the first playoff round that I got actually contacted by Craig, and we kind of worked out a deal. But yeah, originally it was my team in the States, PRMX. Julian Perrier, the owner, came up to me and he's like, hey, do you want to do it? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I assumed it was a Kawasaki team because we're Kawasaki, and that would be great to, continue racing, be on a Kawasaki.
Bring some parts over, suspension settings already, straight to go?
Exactly. Yeah. But he's like, no, it's CDR. And obviously CDR is a phenomenal team. So I was like, yeah, and I told Julian, and I was like, I mean, if it makes sense, if you want me to do it, like, I would love to do it. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, go for it. So I'm very grateful because I'm with them PRMX next year as well. So very grateful for them letting me come over and do this, and very grateful of Craig Dack to, let me ride over here. Like, it's an amazing opportunity to travel the world. It's a great series, one of the more top series in the world. So I've always looked at, watched. You see Brayton, you see Dean, you see Joey, and you got so many good Australians. And I'm mates with a lot of them, actually. So I've never really met an Australian I didn't like. So
that's a good start. I'll take that. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are just great people, and I'm really excited to be here.
So I guess you haven't been here before to Australia, have you? At least not that I know of.
No, this is my first time.
Yeah, right. Okay, so perfect. Look, you've got the right bit to turn up to. Then CDR, one of the most established teams in our series, 30 plus years now that they've been running.
Yeah.
How's that experience been? How's been getting used to the Yamaha? You've probably only had a couple of weeks here to get this all shaken down and turn up to Redcliffe.
Honestly, I flew in. When was it? After Vegas, I flew in on Wednesday. Immediately off the plane, rode a bit, and then we had 2 kind of big test days. I wouldn't even say that big. I got pretty comfy early, but I don't really have an issue changing bikes. Never have.
Okay.
So I haven't messed with my suspension that much since the third day of testing. So I love the bike. It's really easy to get used to, and they'll come to me with stuff and parts to try, and I'm like, yeah, let's try it. Why not? Which is really cool. I mean, anytime a team can just continue hey, try this, that's awesome without going down a wormhole. But it's just been, the bike's been really good, and it's CDR, so it's a great team.
You can't complain. They've got plenty of resources, plenty of connections overseas as well to, in terms of Pro Circuit, Enzo, KYB, all those sorts of things. Yamaha is a global thing. They have a very good setup there that they can draw into the base start point. But you're on the 26, so that's a new thing for all of them as well. But I gather they've worked through it pretty well from what I know from talking to Craig at the launch of the 26 model. So, yeah, look, excited to have you here. Do you have any expectations for the series in terms of results?
I mean, I would love to be podium every weekend. I'd love to get a championship. I don't have any professional championships. That's very bold to say, but I expect
you feel comfortable.
I feel very comfortable. I expect that of myself. Dino is a great rider. Obviously, he's the favorite. Aaron's been riding great during the week. Aaron Clout is an amazing rider. It's just, yeah. I said Aaron Clout. Luke Clout.
Aaron's his brother. It's fine.
Yeah. I used to be mates with him back in the,
when he was at Star?
I know, GPF days, when I was
okay.
young, 15 or so.
Yep.
Anyways, great rider. So I think I can win it. So we'll just assess after round 1. But why not come in and expect the highest expectations out of yourself? I mean, why would I be racing if I didn't?
No, I'm on board. I'm supporting it. I think if you're fit and healthy and you feel comfortable on the bike, why not go for it?
Exactly. So that's the goal, and hopefully that's what will happen.
So on a different note, Australia, obviously not being here before, are you staying for any period between these rounds here, or are you going back and forth in terms of, Cronulla's only a couple of weeks away, but are you going back after that? What's your plans?
Yeah, after Cronulla, we are going back. I have to test for my team in the States, PRMX, and I'm doing Germany and Paris Supercross, so just add a couple more rounds to my year. And then, right after Paris, I'll be back here, and, we have 2 rounds, So really busy off-season schedule for me, but I love it.
It's keeping you occupied, and the fitness will be paying off for it as well as you're going around doing all the racing. So, yeah, can't complain in terms of prep for 26 AMA.
Exactly. That's the main thing is it's going to be really good prep for AMA. Everyone thinks I'm going to be worn out, but, hey, I know how to relax.
Looking forward to it. Well, appreciate your time here with us on the AlwaysMoto podcast. Look forward to seeing what you can do and maybe hold up that plate at the end of the series.
Oh, that'd be great.
Thanks, Mitchell.
Thank you.
All right, we've got the Empire Kawasaki rider, Luke Clout, the Australian. Mate, the series has been going from strength to strength in recent times, but the one thing that's been missing has been an Australian champ. It's been 10 years since 2015, Dan Reardon on a CDR Yamaha was the last Australian champ. What's it going to take to break this run of the imports getting it for us? And obviously the comments that you've had over the last few weeks sort of led up to that. I think you're baiting some of these guys, mate.
Yeah, look, it's... I got a lot of respect for all these guys, obviously, and I'm all mates with them as well. I've been around over to America and known them for quite a few years, but it's always good to build a little bit of a rivalry and stuff like that as well, and build that little bit of that Aussie versus US or Aussie versus Europe kind of little bit of rivalry. But look, I think it's just getting through these first 2 rounds and being really consistent. It's always kind of tough having a double header. But I feel really comfortable. I've had a good preseason, so I think if we can, just continue on with how I've been riding and have a solid, weekend, put ourselves in a good position, and then just be consistent. I think that's the biggest thing. Just get good starts, be smart. I think my speed is really good. It's one of the best, if not the best, I think. So I think it's just trying to minimize all these little mistakes and putting myself in good positions. But, mentally I feel really good. Bike feels good, and I'm excited to go.
I've said this a few times on some shows recently, especially for Australian Supercross last year and this year, when I talk about yourself, sometimes when you come in, not sometimes, all the time, when we come in a Supercross series, you grow 3 inches in confidence. It's just something you're obviously more familiar with or happy with. Supercross. Is that the same this year?
Yeah, definitely. I just feel natural with Supercross, and I just enjoy it more. It's just it doesn't feel like as much of as a chore as I guess motocross is. I actually enjoy waking up and going and doing the work. Not really saying I don't do that in motocross as well. I still enjoy getting up and doing it, but it just some of the days, it's tougher to wake up, I guess. But with Supercross, I feel like I really want to go out and strive to be better day by day. And I've been really stacking up solid days and solid weeks. So that's just kind of been the main focus in Supercross this year, is just really work on the little things and trying to stack up solid, amount of laps and time that we've done. And I think we achieved that. And I just feel like I'm in a good spot at the moment. And I don't know, I'm ready to go. Track looks awesome. And, I just like to be at the stadiums and seeing the Supercross track built in it just makes me happy.
The proper use of a football stadium, right? Well, look, hopefully we can break that streak of non-Australian championship winners this year and end it at 10 years. So good luck on the Cowie, and we'll see what you can get out here in the first 2 rounds.
Cheers. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, we've got the SX2 defending champ, Shane McElrath, on the Honda again this year, mate. I was just asking before we record about what the schedule is, because we didn't know when we were doing our pre-race shows during the week this week that World Supercross, Australian Supercross, there's a date clash, but then you're also just mentioning about family member having a wedding. So what is your schedule this year with Australian Supercross?
Yeah, so I think it was earlier this year, we kind of got word about the schedules conflicting. Last year we did Australia and WSX, and honestly, that was a blast, just getting to have so many gate drops, so many races during our off season, and we planned on doing that again with winning both championships, getting to run the number one plate. It's like that would be best case scenario. Then we heard the schedule come out, and just some conflicting dates. So a little bit of a bummer there. We spent quite a bit of time just as a team trying to figure out. I was ready for whatever. It was kind of more so what the team wanted to do, where they wanted to put me, and they decided WSX. So we kind of planned on racing every Australian round that we could. And so, getting to be here with the red number one and Redcliffe again. It's crazy that it's a year ago. It's already been a year. So
can't believe that happened.
So right now we're racing in Redcliffe. 2 weeks. The weekend of Sydney. My sister-in-law is getting married, so I don't think I'm going to be here in Australia for that. So, I do. The rough plan is to race Melbourne also, and I think that's the only other one. So, unless something changes, that's collectively as a team, that's where we're at.
Is there any chance that something goes Australia in the first round of World Supercross, and you're like, no, I'm just going back to Australian Supercross, or is that not on the cards at all?
I'm not sure, honestly. That's where in the World Supercross, we have 4 main events, and if the schedule's the same, 4 main events plus Super Pole, and so every one of those is a points-paying race or points-paying event. So that's a good question. We haven't spoke about, so
we'll work that out later when your Eve says you got to go here or there or there. But all right. So back to Redcliffe's. Obviously, last year you just turned up with the team. Everything's brand new. You're familiar with the team now. You're comfortable with settings. You probably know this bike inside and out. Do we expect Shane McElrath to dominate tomorrow night and Sunday night?
I feel a lot more comfortable with it. Last year it was a really quick and new transition. Round 1 at Redcliffe last year did not go very good, and it was kind of a result of not really being prepared, and maybe more so mentally than everything, because it's like, hey, we got 5 rounds, let's build, and round 1 with kind of everything that happened there, it really okay, we don't have time to get ready. It's like we've got to be ready right now. So this year it's stayed on the Honda. Came straight over. My bike is the same as last year. We built the same suspension settings, so it was as easy of a transition as we could. And yeah, it honestly felt like I'm on the same bike, just in a different place. So that's
It's
kind
got to
of
be nice, like
yeah,
to
that's-
rock up and not have to worry about any of that sort of,
Yes.
oh, I need to adjust this or move this. It's just, I know it's all ready to go.
exactly, and that really takes a lot of stress off, to where it's like coming here to Redcliffe. It's like, hey, we're here to race, not figure out like, okay, where are we? How's my speed? Like I know that I can race, but it's like being able to race competitively and knowing your bike, like that takes time. And obviously I came off a different brand getting onto the Honda last year, so it was just a big transition in general. Coming to Australia, everything was new, but this year it's like, hey, we're actually ready to race this year, and I'm excited about it.
Is it nice too? You mentioned there about coming off the bike last year, a different bike to get to the Honda this year. You had a run there of about 4 or 5. I can't remember exactly the number. It's got to be nice to have just been red for 12 months now, right?
Yeah, it's actually really hard to do, because the thing is, like, as a racer, we can get on a bike and ride at 85%. Like literally 20 minutes, I know what the bike's going to do, and it's like, hey, I can go jump the jumps, like I can do everything. But it's like when you get in a race situation and the intensity's higher, and now you have little braking bumps and you're turning a different way, it's like those characteristics, you can't get those outside of a race. So there's just so much learning that has to be done, and it really only comes with time. And so it's like I'll get on a bike and I'm racing 4 or 5 races on it, and then I'm off to another bike, and it's like, dude, I'm not actually racing how I should be, or the best that I can, because it's like I just don't have the time. And so that's really, this year it's been really nice just being on the Honda, being with the same team even.
Well, I was going to say, like, Urive giving you that opportunity to be on the same stuff wherever you are. That's got to be nice. Like.
Yeah, no, that's really the biggest part. And it's like being competitive, especially in the States. It's like those guys have been on their bikes for most of them multi-years. It's like, hey, they have the data, they have the understanding, they have the teams, and so it's kind of automatic for them, where it's like they don't think about things because they've already sorted through it. And we did a lot of that this year, to where it's like, even looking forward to next year, like, hey, we're going to be a lot better because of just the consistency that we had this year alone, being on the Honda, staying with the same team. Like, it's a big deal.
Yeah, it must be nice to finally have that sort of familiarity and stability and everything. So, no, well done on that side of things. But, yeah, look, awesome to have you back, even if it is only for a couple of bits and pieces for this Australian Supercross Championship. But nice for you to be running the number 1 plate for Honda too.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it. And, yeah, just being in Australia, it's been a blast. We had a lot of fun last year. Just met so many good people, and yeah, it's a different pace than the U.S., and that's something where for us it continues to teach us and grow us, and it's like we can always learn. And so right here, right now, this is where we're at.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to seeing you on Saturday and Sunday here for the doubleheader in Redcliffe. Good luck, and we'll talk to you again probably after the races.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Shane. All right, we've got media darling Phil Nicoletti here for Australian Supercross. I was just asking about whether you've had enough of interviews for today, but we're probably the last one, so hopefully we'll make it short for you. But welcome to Australia again. You've been back a number of times now, but this time with CDR Yamaha.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. It's cool to come back and be a part of one of the premier team. I feel, him and Urive, going back and forth, and they both do a great job for the Australian Motocross and Supercross series. So it's cool to be back on blue, have a little power under my belt, and ready to do some battles. So it's been a lot of travel days, a lot of testing days to get to this point, but I'm enjoying the process. And for me, there's not much stress anymore. I get to actually enjoy riding, and whatever happens. So
Spoken like a semi-retired man.
Yeah. It's a lot easier, this schedule that I have nowadays. I race in Canada, which was 8 rounds, and this one, which is 5 rounds. So 13 races out of the year, and then I can go in hibernation for the next 5-6 months. It's a pretty nice gig.
Is it a mindset shift now that you sort of told yourself you're retired that makes this easier? Is it the fact that the series are shorter, and maybe that you don't have to be the one like pushing forward, thinking you've got to make a living out of it? What is it that's making this? You've got a smile on the face, you look relaxed. Obviously, it's working well for you at the moment.
It's actually, like you said, it's a little bit of both of that. You know what I mean? It's the fact that I don't really have to do it, but that I want to do it. It's not for the money anymore. It's not for any of that. It's just because I actually still like riding a little bit and staying in a little bit of race shape and stuff like that. I just, it comes to a point in AMA stuff you just can't handle, 29, 31 races.
Big grind.
Yeah, it's a big grind. And like now it's like I can ride when I want to, race when I want to, still be competitive at that point, and still bring value to series and racing and stuff like that, and to show that I still kind of have it. Now everyone's starting to go a little later and later in age and stuff, and to do it, and I still want to do it safely and soundly, and but to enjoy the fans and stuff like that, I take that in more than anything now, more so than the racing. So back when you're full time, you don't get to enjoy hanging out at the semi, talking to people and stuff like that.
You've got other priorities at that point, haven't you? You're trying to focus in on what's happening later.
Yeah, and you're fighting for the next contract, and every race, every Saturday night means something, for the following year. Now it's kind of like there's no pressure. I can enjoy it. If I do good, it makes it great. If I do bad, it's just like, well, nothing's really riding on it anymore.
You can worry about it. They can ring you if they want to. They don't have to ring you.
Yeah. Like I don't care anymore. But But at the end of the day, when the gate drops, the bullshit stops, and I'm still looking forward to it. I'm on a good bike, good starts, and I put myself in good position. I mean, it's 2 10-lap motos. I'm not doing 20 plus ones or 15 plus ones, so I feel like I can still manage that quite well. And I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. I can have a beer at night before race night and not stress too much. So don't tell Daka that, though. He might get a little pissed.
Shh, he didn't hear that. It's all right. On that, but I was mentioning to Daka just before the press conference started. I pointed out to him, and he knew straight away because it's in his head. 2015 was the last time CDR and even an Australian won the Supercross Championship in Australia. It's been JB, Dean, Joey last year, all Hondas. Has he mentioned any of that to you? Is there any pressure to try and break this run that they've got going?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm very aware that Yuri's been dominating down here and stuff like that, which it's great, but Daka's trying to do what he can do, and Tanti's a hell of a rider too, and Mitchell's a good rider. Like, yes, I got brought in, but at the same time, do I want to win? Yes. Can I win? I don't know. We'll have to see when the cards lay out, but there's a lot of other people on my team that are available to get race wins in a championship. If I can do it, that's just a cherry on top, but at the same time, it's that's my goal.
There's a little twinkle there in the eye. I can see you're going for this. All right. Last thing here. You're the third man on the team, which is sort of, Craig's done that from time to time. He's brought in a third guy. But that's meant that you're also staying in your FXR gear. And I saw a couple of shots of you doing the testing. It's a good look. The blue that you've got going on, it's a really nice look. Daka probably not happy with that because he's a Fox man from years back. But your look with the FXR is good. But how did that manage to get passed through Daka there as well?
Well, I think everyone in the world knows how close I am with FXR and my relationship with them and how long I have been with them. But yeah, I mean, Daka has obligations with Fox, and he needs, I would imagine 2 guys. And I originally talked to him, and it was having to do that. I'm like, I can. Like, FXR is my family, been with them for a long time. And then he called me back and said, hey, I can make it happen. Would you still be interested? And I said, as long as I can keep all my own sponsors and people that have been with me for years and years, I'm in for it. So, yeah, the FXR blue does look good. And they have some other colors that'll look good on the bike as well. And I think Dak is, he's a fan of the sport. Whatever can make his bike and his team look good, I think he's all for it. And
it's all eyeballs, isn't it?
Yeah, and at the same time, like, I've always respected Fox and what they do. Like, no matter what, FXR or Fox, like, those 2 combos look pretty badass on the bike. So I think we're some of the best looking guys out there.
Yeah, no, like I said, that look that I spotted, it was solid. So I'm waiting to see what you tease now the other colours. I'm waiting to see what you bring out later on in the series. But no, look, love having you here. Hopefully you get a lot of fans coming through. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of photos with middle fingers put up as requests and stuff along the night, particularly up in Queensland. But yeah, good luck on the weekend, and hopefully we see you throughout the whole season doing well and just participating, mate.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you having me here.
No, thanks, Phil.
Thank you.